Once again, this is Evangelist Terry Carter with his State of the Nation address for the 26th day of June 2013. Things in our government are beginning to move and change very fast, and not for the best. First of all, we heard about the Supreme Court of the United States okaying the right for the gays to get married in California, which could lead to a precedent of maybe other states. I'm hoping that Indiana puts theirs a thing against it in their constitution. So that's something I think they're working on. We received news the other day on the internet that the United States government has purchased or made 30,000 guillotines, and they are located in 2 different parts of the country, along with 500,000 caskets. Some of the guillotines and the caskets are in Madison, Georgia. Where the rest of the other ones are, I'm not aware of. Now, why would the United States government need 30,000 guillotines? If we know anything about Islam, we do know that beheading is the preferred method of execution that is used by radical Muslims. And of course, we know that President Obama has admitted that he is Muslim, and it seems that he's trying to gear things up for a growth of the Muslim religion in the United States. We know he has very, very close ties to Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood, which are terrorist organizations, and he's been sending weapons and quite a bit of money over to them, which I believe this is to be treasonous acts against his country, for one thing. He's sending military support to Syria, weapons, things like that, and he's if Syria ever attacks Israel, then of course the United States, we are allies of Israel, and so actually they would be using our weapons against us that we gave them. So that is something to think about. Today it was also announced that Obama is cutting back on the military some more. He's getting rid of 12 brigades, which is equal to 80,000 troops, and we'll be closing 10 more bases in the United States, which has led me to believe that something's up. I mean, we're having these issues with China and Russia and some of these other foreign countries, yet he's cutting back on our military. What is his intent there? Then we know that he has his own National Civilian Defense Force that he's building up, and we know that there are U.S. troops, UN troops on United States soil training in some of our national parks, and of course they have been seen in different areas of the country. So we are beginning to see signs of things concerning Bible prophecy. In the book of Revelation, when it talks about persecution of the saints and that they'd be beheaded, we would never think that anything like that could ever happen in America. But I believe if Obama remains in office, that becomes quite a possibility. And then, of course, we have the scandals that are going on. I don't call them scandals. I call them felonious crimes. The IRS and Benghazi, and Fast and Furious, and who knows what all else is going on. And then they've passed, they're working on this immigration thing, which will actually knock U.S. workers out of their jobs, because it will be cheaper for companies to hire the immigrants that come into this country than it will be to because first of all the immigrants won't be required to have Obamacare. Therefore the companies won't have to buy the insurance for them, and of course the labor will be cheaper. This is a great this is not good for this country, and I'm surprised that the unions in this country are not up in arms about this. They are also once again still trying to take the guns away from Americans. Vice President Biden seems to really be set on this. I did hear that Mayor Bloomberg in New York and his group, gang of mayors or whatever, a lot of them are dropping out because they're saying that what he's wanting is too radical. And I can believe that. But this gun issue is still going on in this country. You see, the Second Amendment protect the first, provided the freedom of religion, of the press, and the freedom of speech, and the freedom of peaceful assembly, and also the Fourth Amendment, which guarantees the right to be secure in our persons and our property. We know from recorded history that whenever guns have been taken away, that bad things result. President Putin and communists in Russia has told, has warned the United States that Obama is working towards a socialistic government. And of course he also said socialism does not work because it bankrupts a country, it causes poverty in a country, and Obama's reply to that was, well, I'll have a better socialism. So that right there indicates that Obama is working on a socialist government. Another thing that concerns me is about the closing the United States border. Another problem that this presents is if we get another 13 million immigrants in this country, and they all decide to be Democrats, and eventually, it only takes 2/3 of the states to do ratification, or to even if they wanted to, that they could actually repeal the Constitution and the Bill of Rights if they got enough voters that wanted to do that. So that's something else that we have to look at as Americans. The U.S. dollar continues to lose its value overseas. Of course, we are being deceived by the news saying that the stock market appears to be doing good, and that it will continue to do so. But what the government is not telling us is that the U.S. dollar is losing its value overseas. There's countries switching to other currencies, and when the U.S. government hides things like this, and when the dollar finally loses its total value overseas, there will be a total collapse of this economy. It'll be worse than the Great Depression. There'll be anarchy in the streets. There won't be food in the stores. Feeding your family will be very hard to do. There'll be gangs in the street raiding houses for food. Things that we have seen in other foreign countries, like over in Sweden and France, when protesters have gotten out. So that's another reason why we need to have guns, to be able to protect our family from these mobs and gangs when this economy crashes. Of course, when this happens, Obama will be able to initiate martial law, and he can initiate this martial law up to 6 months before Congress can even intervene in this. But it is my belief that when this happens, that it is President Obama's plan is probably to start the slow assassination of the members of Congress and the House of Representatives and the Senate. The Muslim Brotherhood will be involved in this, and this is my belief that this is how America could end up becoming an Islamic state if that happens. I don't trust President Obama at all. Period. Everything that he has said since he's been in office has been a lie. He continues to spend millions of dollars on vacations and things. He's over there in Africa right now, and in Kenya, they want to arrest him with crimes against the Muslim people. So he's not going to go to Kenya with vacation this year. We also found out today that Hawaii has no record of Obama's birthday. They finally, the governor of Hawaii or whatever, has finally confessed that they have no record of Obama's being born in Hawaii. And indications are that he was either born in Kenya or Indonesia. So that's being investigated. So we got many things to ponder about what's going on in this government. The government's starting to indoctrinate the schools, telling the teachers what to tell the kids. They're starting to tell the kids that the Constitution isn't valid anymore, and things like this. And they want to gain control of your children. Everything that will happen, they want to get heavily involved in the family. Obamacare is getting ready to kick in next month. Some disastrous parts of it. We've already found out that it's already cost people jobs, and the prices have gone sky high on other things. And I'm hoping that they repeal Obamacare, because it will be a disaster for this country. It would help to bankrupt this country. And the greatest healthcare system in the world, as we know it now here in America, will be gone. It'll be like Canada or over there in England. The IRS should be abolished, and we should have a flat tax, I believe. The IRS cannot be trusted. The National Security Agency is wanting to know every aspect of every American's life. They want to be able to tap your phone lines, tap your communications, tap your internet. They want to know everything about every American, their medical records, their work history, everything. And they're building a facility in Utah right now that will be able to store all that data. And there's also been talk of a new RFID chip, which they'll be able to implant in this part of your hand here. It's used as an ID thing, but there's also been talk of a national ID card. So that remains yet to be seen. But as children of God, we need to be alert on what's going on. The national media are deceiving the people. They're not telling what's going on. There's things that are continually being hid from the American public that the American public should know. Obama said that he would have an open dialogue with this country when he was elected, and it's been everything but that. There's just too much secrecy going on in Washington, D.C., and that's a danger to this country. His involvement with the Muslim Brotherhood greatly concerns me, because he's collaborating with a known terrorist organization. Any other president would have already been impeached for doing the things that Obama had. And why they haven't done that, I don't know. I think if the Congress and the Senate don't take action on them, I think the U.S. military governors, the leaders, should arrest Obama because of what he's doing to this country. Of course, Obama's taking out those generals and leaders that he don't want in there. Why is he doing that? When they have been true and faithful to their country, yeah, he's taking them out because he knows that they are not going to approve excuse me, of his agenda. And so all these things are going on, and we need to keep alert. We need to keep alert on the gay rights thing, because they have said that they're going to take it all away. And then next thing you know, it'll be polygamy. And who knows what else might come after that. But anyway, that's my State of the Union address for today. Keep posted on what's going on. Representative Rand seems to have a strong knowledge of what's going on and what going on in this country, what shouldn't be going on in this country. And there still is an investigation going on Obama's nationality. The state of Florida has indicted Obama and Biden, and we're going to wait and see what happens with that. The grand jury has indicted them. We need to wait and see what's going to happen with that. That might be a good thing, I hope. But another thing, that if Obama is removed from office, it's going to be looked at as a racial thing. It's not a racial thing. Okay? I mean, there's black preachers that's even spoken against Obama. And not other members of the black community that's saying, hey, you haven't done nothing to help our people at all. And Obama hasn't done anything to help the blacks. And they're outright upset about that too. So Obama has even turned on them. This issue is not racial. Removing him from office is not a racial matter. It's a matter of national security. It's a matter that he's a fraud in office. It's a matter that he continuously lies to the people, and he is not trustworthy to even hold the office. That's why he needs to be impeached. Of course, there are those that's going to make this a racial issue if it happens, and there could be some rioting going on because of it. The American people have got to realize that this is not a racial thing. That if he is impeached, if he is removed, it's because of his failure to do what a president is supposed to do. His total lack of disregard, his total disregard of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, his total disregard of the Congress and the Senate, walking over them using executive privilege. It's just not right. And yet he's getting away with all this stuff. And we need to end this, okay? Enough is enough already. Obama has destroyed our international standing with other countries. They think he's a joke. He's been called a coward. He's been called weak. He's been called other things which I can't put on here. But his methods of diplomacy just is not working. So anyway, in conclusion, we need to be in prayer about all this stuff. And pastors need to start telling the churches, hey, this is what's going on. Because the regular media isn't doing it. Okay? The churches need to start getting involved in what's going on. They need to let the congregations know. Anyway, that's it. I hope you have a blessed day, and keep your eyes on the news. What's going on. Thank you, and have blessed day.